am Kaitlin, a barre instructor here at Remedy Pilates and Barre. I have a full body barre workout here for you today. I have Kelly and Jamie here with me today, my beautiful models, and we will go ahead and get started. You're gonna find yourself in a turned out squat. Feet are gonna be turned out a little bit wider than hips width distance. You're gonna start to sink down through your thighs, reach your arms out long. As you lift back up, kick your arms back, finding a few of these slow so you find your grounding through your feet. Noticing that smooth inhale, smooth exhale. So gorgeous. Last 3. Last 2, finding that hinge forward from your hips. Last 1, option to come up to tempo. Find your reach and pull. Lower, lift. Feeling big toe, pinky toe, 2 points in your heel, rooting down through your feet. Finding that lift up through the arch. Hinging forward from your hips, feeling those ribs pull in. Collarbones widen. So good. Last 8. Last 5. 4. 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your down, bring your hands to prayer. We're gonna find some rotation. You're gonna lift, rotate right knee up, press yourself down, staying on that right side, rotate right. Starting to fire up those obliques, feeling that ring out through your waistline. Ribs twist over hips. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out, anchoring down through that left foot for 5, 4, 3, last 2. Next one, hold on your down. We're gonna find that left side, lift, rotate left. Reach left. Palms pressed together, find width through your collarbones. Reaching tall through the crown of the head. Finding that smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Awesome, ladies, so strong. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1, hold on your down. Tiny pulses, 1-inch range. Lift and lower. Coming back to that solid foot foundation. Again, big toe, pinky toe, 2 points in your heel. Finding that hinge forward from your hips, holding onto that long, beautiful neutral spine. Feeling that imaginary grapefruit rest underneath your chin, long, neutral neck. Last 10. So good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on your down, turn your feet to parallel. Reach your right leg back, find your crescent lunge, reach the arms up, find extension. Gently forward fold, find your flexion. Flowing through this 2 more times on this side. Last lift, last slower. Coming back up to your neutral, step your right foot forward, left foot back. Gently extend. Lower and flex. Reaching left leg long back behind you. Last lift. Hold on your lower, walk yourself out to your forearm plank. Forearms press down, heels press back. Always the option to float down to your knees. If you come down to your knees, tuck those heels tight in towards your glutes. Taking these first few breaths to set your alignment. Inhale, find length, growing tall through the crown of the head, finding that deep, deep exhale, reaching all the way back through your heels. Feel those ribs pull in tight. Abdominals fighting gravity. So beautiful, so strong. Last full breath in. Full breath out, we're gonna move into hip dips. Drop your right hip down, then your left. Dip right, dip left. This movement can also be found if you took that option to come down to your knees. Again, finding that ring out through your waistline, firing up those obliques. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out, planting down through your forearms, but lifting up and out, widening through your collarbones. Awesome, ladies. Last 10. So good, so good. 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Hold here. 10 counts in stillness. Feel those heels press back if you're on your toes. If you're on your knees, feel that lift of your belly button up as those heels hug in tight. For 4, for 3, for 2. Press yourself back. Find a child's pose. Widen through your knees, send your sits bones back towards your heels, arms extend out long in front of you. Taking one more full breath in. Beautiful, one more full breath out. You're going to press yourself out into a prone position. Front of the body lays down to your mat. You're going to tuck your toes, press down through your pubic bone, and you're gonna lift up 3 times. Lift up head, neck, and shoulders, and then lower back down. Find your lift, and your lower. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your lift. Reach your arms out long. Float your toes up and off your mat. Start your swimming. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Finding your own tempo, your own pace in this movement. Always the option to come up to your hands and knees. Finding cat-cow, gentle extension and flexion through your spine. Finding length through the crown of the head. Gazes down towards your floor, your mat, just a few inches ahead of you. For 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, hold here. Hold both arms, both legs long for 3, for 2, for 1. Press yourself back. Find your child's pose. Smooth inhale. Smooth exhale, coming back to your prone position, heading into some tricep work, single arm triceps. Option to keep that left arm where it's at in that goalpost position, or you can reach the left arm back behind you. Reaching that right arm long by your side, super engaged through your triceps. Start tiny presses up through that right arm. Press up. Thumb is down, pinky is up. If at any point it is too much to keep your head lifted up and off your mat, you can place your left palm down and place your forehead down. Finding as much length as you can through that right arm. Collarbones wide, pubic bone down to protect your low back. Abdominals staying strong, staying lifted as you pull your ribs in tight. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your lift. It's a tiny bend, big stretch through the elbow. Bend, big stretch. Bend, big stretch. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull in tight. Last 7, 6, 5. So good, ladies. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your lift. Challenge yourself. Can you come up 1 more inch through your extension? So good, so strong for 3. Last 2. Last one, bring that right arm down. Reach the left arm long back behind you. Float that left arm up, thumb down, pinky up. Tiny presses up, squeeze up. Continuing to draw those ribs in, belly button up, pubic bone down, protect your low back. Find length through the crown of the head, gazes down towards the floor just a few inches ahead of you. Always know you can bring that right forearm down, place your head on your palm. Squeeze up for 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your lift. Tiny bend, big stretch through the elbow. Tiny bend, big stretch. Letting each one get in a little bit deeper, firing up that tricep a little bit stronger. So good, so good. Last 8. For 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, hold here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull in tight for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself back. Find child's pose 1 more time. Find a little flexion, rounding for your spine. Big breath in. Big breath out, coming to your hands and knees. I realized we didn't grab weights. You're going to reach your weight into your right palm. You're going to reach the arm like you're hugging a tree. You're going to reach the arm, pull open, reach it closed. Reach open, press close. Staying rooted down through that left palm, through your shins. Keeping the gaze down towards your floor, neck is long. Option to not use weights at all. Hips stay square, shoulders stay square as you reach and pull. For 4. Beautiful. 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your open. Tiny pulses on your open. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your weight back to the floor. Press that right palm down. Weight comes into your left hand. Arch your left arm. Reach left arm open. Squeeze it close. Find your press, your pull. Abdominals staying strong, staying lifted. Finding length in your neutral spine. Taking slight tuck of your hips up towards your ribs if you feel any achiness, tenderness in your low back. Beautiful. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Hold on those open. Find those tiny reaches open. Squeeze open for 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach the other weight into your hand. Weight into both hands. Step your left foot forward. Tuck your back right toes. Coming into your upright lunge. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. Full range bicep curl with your lunge. Find your curl in as you lower. Reach the arms and legs long. Press down. Lift back up. Ultimate goal is to keep the shoulders stacked right over your hips. If you have tight hips, you can add a slight hinge forward. Keeping hips square, shoulders square. Feeling that inner thigh fire up on that left side, protecting your knee, ensuring it's tracking right over your second toe. For 10. So good, ladies. For 6, 5, 4. Small range coming up in 3, 2. Next one, hold on the down, hold those arms halfway. Tiny pulse through the thighs, tiny pulse through the arms. Squeeze in, squeeze in. Challenge yourself to come down a little bit lower, come up a little bit less. Find that strong squeeze through the biceps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on the down, hold that squeeze for 3, for 2. Match that right foot up to your left. Reach the arms out long in front of you. Press the arms down, find your lift. Lower back down. Press the arms down, float the heels up. Wrists come up to just about shoulder height or just beneath, ensuring we're protecting neck and shoulders. Feeling that width through your collarbones. Beautiful. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on the lift of the arms, tee them out to the side. Same releve. Hold the arms down, lift and lower. Working through your ankle joint. You can always omit the heel lift if it's not working for you. Finding that zip, that lift up for 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on the down. Bring the arms up to a 90-degree bend. Press the arms open. Squeeze them close. Feeling rooted down through your feet, big toe, pinky toe, 2 points in your heels. Finding that lift in the arch in your feet. Soft bend through your knees to help protect your low back. Feeling those ribs pull in. As you root down through your feet, feel length up all the way through the crown of the head. Finding the squeeze open, squeeze close. Working on those shoulder stabilizers. Beautiful. Last 4, 3, 2. Next one, hold on your clothes, lateral raise. Float those arms up. Squeeze them back in. Find that squeeze through your armpits, fire up through your lats. Find that press, that pull. Ribs continue to pull in, belly button draws back, feeling strong and lifted through your core. For 7, 6, 5. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, pull in tighter. Last 2. Next one, hold on your end. Step your right foot forward, your left foot back. Externally rotate through your shoulders, coming back for those bicep curls. Curl the arms in and lower. Press and pull. Right inner thigh starts to hug in towards your midline, protecting your right knee, ensuring it's staying right over your second toe. Finding that full range movement, lift and lower. For 8, 6, 5, 4, small range in 3. Last 2. Next one, hold the arms halfway, tiny pulse through the thighs, tiny pulse through the arms. Gorgeous, ladies. Can you come down 1 more inch? Amazing. That's it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, step your feet in together, round yourself forward, set your weights down. If you took weights today, press your palms back, heels press back. Step out to your straight arm, straight leg plank. Traditional push-up, step the hands out slightly wider than your shoulders width. Option to float down to your knees. Press down, leading through your sternum. Press yourself up. 2 counts to lower. 2 counts to lift. Feeling your collarbones widen, your ribs pull in tight. Belly button fighting gravity. Your moving plank. Crown of the head reaching long, whether you're on your knees or on your toes. For 5. Amazing, ladies, so strong. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold halfway down, find width, find length. Smooth breath in, smooth breath out for 3. For 2, press yourself back, take a child's pose. Take this opportunity to roll out your wrists if you need a little relief for your wrists. For tight hips, find that space between your knees. For tight low backs, you can close up that space between your knees in your child's pose. One more big inhale. Big exhale. From here, pike your hips up, find your down dog. Pedal through your feet just a few times. Walk your hands and feet together. Round yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming up to your chair, heading into a little bit of thigh work. Option to face directly in towards your chair, your countertop, whatever you're using today, or you can face profile, one arm. Bringing your heels together, your toes apart, full arms distance from your bar. Bring your heels up just 2 to 3 inches. Bend through your knees. Take 2 counts to lower. 2 counts to lift. 2 counts down. 2 counts up. Keeping that press of your heels together, ensuring inner thighs are firing the entire time. Challenging yourself to come down just a little bit more. Come up a little bit less. Feeling that zip through the inner thighs. Imagine your torso moving in between 2 narrow walls. There's no room for you to stick your butt out on the down. Last 6. 5. Beautiful, keeping those light touch to your bar, your countertop. Gorgeous, last 2. Next one, hold on your down. You're gonna tuck the pelvis and release. Find a tuck, release, keeping those heels pressed together. Articulating through your low back, keeping those thighs firing. Tilt, release, for 10. If you want an extra challenge, maybe you come down 1, 2 more inches. Awesome, ladies, so good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2, come back to your neutral. Tiny pulse, lift and lower, 1 inch range. Press and pull, press and pull. From here, if you want to challenge balance, maybe hands come to prayer. They can come to your hips. Maybe you keep fingertips to your bar if you need a little more stability. Amazing, ladies. Feel that pinch of your heels together. Feel those inner thighs. Challenge yourself. Can you come down 1 more inch? Press and pull for 8 to your hold. Beautiful, 4, 3, last 2. Last one, hold here. Can you come down just 1 more inch? For 3, for 2, for 1, bring your heels down. Coming into your parallel set of thighs, similar movements, but we are now gonna zip the thighs together like one strong super leg. We're now coming up to higher heels, 6 inches. Bend through your knees. Take 2 counts to lower, 2 counts to lift, 2 counts down, 2 counts up. Again, imagining your torso moving in between 2 narrow walls. No change in shape in your spine from your lower to your lift. Ribs continue to pull in, firing through your core, ensuring you are staying super stable. Feeling that pull of the inner thighs together as if you were trying to pop a ball in between your thighs. Can heels come up just 1 more inch? Yes, that's it. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on your down. Just squeeze those inner thighs together. Teeny tiny movement. Only you know what's happening. Nobody else can see it, but find that contraction, that pull of your inner thighs in. Squeeze in. Can you come down 1 more inch? Yes, can those heels come back up a little bit higher? Yes, find that squeeze. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze, hold that lift, tiny pulse. Reach down and up, down and up. Keeping those heels high. Shoulders down. Find your length on your inhale. Pull in tighter through your exhale. For 7, 6, 5, 4, bring those heels back up. Last 3, last 2, last 1, hold here. Hold that lift with your heels. Come down 1 more inch. For 5, maybe you challenge balance. Last 2, last 1, bring your heels down. Awesome work, you guys. Find your quadricep release. Draw your right heel in towards your glute, keeping soft bend through your standing knee. You can take a slight hinge forward if you need a little more space. 1 more big breath in. Big breath out, step that right foot back, press into a lunge. Light fingertip touch to your bar, your chair. Find that squeeze through your right glute so it helps to open up the front of your right hip. 1 more big inhale. Big exhale, switch your stretch, reach around for your left ankle. Heel draws in towards your glute, soft bend through your right knee. Slight pitch forward if you need. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale, step your left foot back, press into your lunge. Keeping your hips square, drawing that left hip forward, right hip back. Again, finding that squeeze through your left glute to open up the front of your left hip. 1 more big breath in. Big breath out. We are gonna come back to our mat. We're gonna find some abdominals here. Taking a seat, we're gonna step our feet about hips width distance. You're gonna widen through your chest, drop your shoulders as you climb through the backs of the thighs. Start to tilt your hips up towards your ribs, inching your heels in towards your glutes. You're coming down into a low C curve, keeping your head, neck, and shoulders peeled up and off of your mat. From here, when you're ready, you start your curls up, reach up. Option from here is you can reach your fingertips long to the side. You can float the hands back behind the head. Keeping your feet planted down, your pelvis heavy, finding that scoop through your core. Feeling your ribs knit in really tight. Imagine a grapefruit resting underneath your chin, keeping your gaze down towards your thighs. Finding that deep, deep scoop. Reach, reach, smooth inhale, smooth exhale. Firing your core with your breath for 10. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Next one, hold on your lift, keeping your left foot planted down. Reach the right toes up to the ceiling. Reach to the outside of your right thigh. Tiny reaches over to the right. Reach right. From here, you can hook your thumbs, reach past your right thigh. You can also float that left leg long, hovering off of your mat. Finding whatever variation feels best to you. Finding that reach. Bringing out through your waist for 7, 6 to your hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, find that hold. Big breath in. Big breath out, plant that right foot down, reach the left toes up to the ceiling. Reach to the outside of the left thigh. Find your reaches left. Reach left. Same options here, you can hook your thumbs, reach past your thigh. You can float those right toes long, hovering up and off of your mat. Keeping those collarbones wide. For 7, 6, 5, 4 to your hold, 3, last 2, last 1, hold here, big breath in. Big breath out, reach your toes up to the ceiling. You can reclaim your thighs, reach them long to the side or back behind your head. Find your reaches up, reach up. Keeping your shoulder blades peeled up and off of your mat the entire time. Leading up through your sternum, protecting your neck. Finding that scoop through your belly. Soft bend through your knees if you need, for tight hamstrings or tight low back. Last 7. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here at the top, curl up 1 more inch. You're gonna start to climb your rope. You're gonna reach up right hand, and then your left. Reach up right, and then left. Firing up through your side body. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Can you curl up 1 more inch? Last one right, last one left. Hold here, curl up at the top for 5. For 4, up 1 more inch. Last 2. Last one, gently roll your spine down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Taking a gentle rock side to side. Planting your feet down, coming into your flat back floor. Option to hold your neutral spine, or if you need to imprint your spine, planting each vertebrae down into your mat, taking that option if you need. Widen through your collarbones. Arms can go long to your side, or you can cactus them open. Keeping long neutral neck, you're gonna float your legs up to tabletop. Alternating your legs, you're gonna reach the right leg out. Draw back in. Press the left leg out. Draw back in. And you're stopping at that hip line. You can give yourself tactile feedback, bringing your hands to your hips, knowing your stopping point. We only reach the leg out as far as we can hold on to that neutral or that imprint. The moment we start to feel any space lifting, creeping up underneath our low back, we want to make that movement smaller. Finding that smooth, deep inhale as you press out. Finding that control to exhale to draw the leg back in, firing your core to move your leg in and out. Last 2, each side. Last one right. Last one left, bolt your legs together, 1 strong super leg, send your toes out. Draw back in. Stopping at that hip line, press the toes out. Draw back in. Now that we've doubled the weight, using both legs, reaching away, knowing your range, checking back in with your alignment, checking back in with your breath, smooth breath in, smooth breath out, continuing to feel your ribs pull in tight. Find length through your neck, pulling those shoulders down away from your ears. Last 5. Gorgeous, ladies, so good. Last 3. Last 2. Press the legs out, draw them back to tabletop, shoot them up towards the ceiling. You're gonna crisscross the ankle, right over left, and then left over right. As you continue to crisscross the ankles, take 3 counts to lower the legs down towards the floor. And then 3 counts to return back up to your 90. Press them down. Lift back up. Again, deep inhale on your lower. Exhale is what's bringing you back up to your 90. Finding that squeeze through the inner thighs as you crisscross the ankles, one over the other. So strong, ladies. Deep breath in, deep breath out. For 5, 4, 3, last 2. Last one, hold on the lower, unwind the ankles, bring the heels together, toes apart, final hold here. Challenge yourself, can you come down 1 more inch without changing anything in your alignment? Pulling those shoulders down. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, draw your knees in towards your chest. Awesome work. Finding a little supine twist, let your knees drop over to the right, your gaze to the left. And then knees go to the left, your gaze to the right. Hug your knees in just 1 more time towards your chest. Big breath in. Big breath out. Feet plant back to your floor. Just a little bit of glute bridging here to prep ourselves for standing glute work. Arms can go along to your side or they can cactus open. Feet have quite a bit of space between your glutes. Press down deep through your feet, your heels especially. Squeeze through your glutes, press your hips up. Lower back down. Lift back up. Squeeze back down. You're working through hip extension, so being mindful of your low back. If at any point you feel any sensitivity, achiness in your low back, taking that slight tuck, coming up a little bit less. Press and pull. Gorgeous, ladies. Deep inhale on your lift. Exhale as you lower. Last 2 full range. Awesome. Next one, hold on your lift. Tiny pulse up. Squeeze up. Pressing up through your hips. Deep squeeze through your glutes. Press down deep through your feet. Awesome. So strong. So beautiful. 10, 9, 8. Feel your ribs pull in. Breathe that space between your ribs, your hips. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower yourself down. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Reach your legs out long in front of you. Take a seated forward fold, just a quick release for your hamstrings before we stand. You can reach towards your shins, your toes, maybe the mat out in front of you. One more big inhale. Big exhale as you round your shoulders back up over your hips, cross your ankles. Gently come up to a standing position, coming back to your bar, your chair, countertop, whatever you're using today. Setting up for standing parallel. You're about half arm's distance from your chair. Feet are parallel, hips width distance. Soft bend through your knees. Starting with the right leg, you're gonna sweep the right leg back. Find your 90-degree bend. Start your presses back. Press back. Keeping this tall, upright, neutral posture. Gaze is directly ahead of you. Chin is parallel to the ground beneath you. Widening through your collarbones. Feel your shoulder blades drop down. Hug your ribs in. Feel your belly button reach back towards your spine. Fire up through your core to keep you steady. Left foot plants down, big toe, pinky toe, 2 points in your heel, finding that lift in the arch of the foot. Reaching, again, working through hip extension, you fire through that right glute to press the leg back. Squeeze back. Your chair, your countertop is there just for a little bit of stability, so just light fingertip touch to your chair. Beautiful. Last 10. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, pull in tighter for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on your press back. Start tiny curls of the heel in. In, hug the heel up towards your glutes, firing up through your hamstring. Think of this movement like a big bicep curl for your leg. Find that squeeze in. Continuing to feel strong and rooted through that left foot. Staying lifted up and out of that left hip, avoiding wanting to sink down. Call on your core to keep you lifted. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Amazing, ladies. So beautiful. For 10. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reaching that right leg long out on a diagonal, continuing to keep your hips square. Foot can be pointed or flexed. You're gonna find a tiny bend through the knee, a big stretch, and a lift. 2 more slow, just like that. Tiny bend, big stretch, and a lift. Last one slow. Tiny bend, big stretch, and a lift. Option to come up to tempo. Bend, stretch, and lift. Bend, stretch, and lift. Finding that micro bend through the knee. You find that press, that reach out through the heel each time, finding that tiny lift up. Continuing to keep your hips square. If there's any tenderness, achiness in your low back, coming back to your neutral spine, taking a slight tuck of the hip bones up towards your ribs, reaching your tailbone under slightly. Pulling those ribs up and off of your hips, finding length. Bend, stretch, and lift. Last 7, 6, 5, 4. So good. Last 3. Last 2. Next one, hold on the lift. Point your toes if they are not pointed already. Tiny circles like you're tracing a Cheerio. Teeny tiny. Reach up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Feeling that leg plug deep into your hip. Finding this tiny circle. Amazing, ladies. Finding as much length, reaching that right leg long. Last 7, this direction. 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, reverse your circle, switch your direction. Continuing to feel that leg plug deep into your hip, pulling those ribs back over the hips, belly button back. Collarbones wide, light touch to your chair. For 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1, hold here. Can you sink down a little bit lower through that left side? Maybe you lift up that left heel. Maybe you bring your hands to prayer. Maybe you challenge your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower that heel, take your standing figure 4. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Breathe a little bit of space back into your glutes, into your hip. Stretch out that left side if you have not already, crossing that left ankle over your right thigh. You girls make this look so easy. Awesome, one more big inhale. Big exhale, let's hit that left side. Get it done. Back to that half arms distance, soft bend through your knees. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips, sweep the right leg back. Sorry, left leg back. Start tiny presses on that left leg, squeeze it back, squeeze back. That right leg continues to work really hard. You're stabilizing through your glutes, through your hips. Avoiding wanting to sink into that side. Find as much length as you can. Right foot, big toe, pinky toe, 2 points in your heel. Stay rooted. Lift through the arch of the foot, all the way up through your hip, all the way up through your shoulder, through the crown of the head. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale as you find these tiny presses back like you're pressing against a wall. Last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on your press back. Start those tiny heel hugs in. Squeeze in. Firing up through your hamstring. Finding the range that feels good in your body. The closer you bring your heel in towards your glutes, typically the stronger the hamstring engagement gets. If you need a little more space, a little more ease, find a bigger angle through that heel and glute. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. 10. Keeping that soft bend through your right standing leg. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that left leg long back on that diagonal, keeping your hips square. You can keep foot flexed or pointed. Bend, stretch, and lift. 2 more slow. Bend, stretch, and lift. Bend, stretch, and lift. And an option to come up to tempo, find a little bit of speed. Finding that micro bend through the knee, big, big stretch, pressing out through the heel or through the toe. Feeling that leg plug in deep as you find that tiny lift up. Squeeze up. Continue to root down through your foot. Find your length and your height, keeping those shoulders stacked over your hips. As you find last 10. Ribs pull back, collarbones widen. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Next one, hold on the lift, point the toes. Find your tiny circle like you're tracing a Cheerio. It is teeny tiny. Feeling that leg plug deep into your hip, finding that squeeze, firing those glutes as you reach up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. Finding as much resistance as you can in this movement. It should feel heavy no matter how small it is. So good, so good, so strong. Stay with me. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. Switch your circle. Last variation, last side for your glute work. You guys have got this. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull in tight, plug deep into that left glute. Stay strong through that right side. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 to your hold. Last 2, last 1, hold here. Maybe you sink down 1 more inch. Option to float your right heel up just a little bit. Maybe you challenge balance. Maybe you bring your hands to prayer. Maybe you keep a hold of your chair for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower yourself down. Take your figure 4. Awesome work. Ensuring you take figure 4 on both sides. That right side does a ton of work stabilizing so that left side can move. Awesome, one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just before we hit our stretch, we're gonna get 1 minute of cardio just to burst through. You're gonna come down into your straight arm, straight leg plank. Palms press down, heels press back. Inhale, find length. Exhale, pull in tight. Moving into your mudslides or your mountain climbers. Pull the knees in, 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 in. If it's too much to be on wrists for any reason, I want you to come up to a standing position. Find your parallel squat. Find your reach and pull. Using your breath, using your core to pull those knees in, 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 in. Being mindful of your wrist, thumb, forefinger, pinky press down. You find a lift through your palm. Keeping those shoulders stacked right over the wrist. So gorgeous, ladies. Inhale, continue to find length. Exhale is giving you all that strength to pull those knees in. So good, so good. Stay with me. Last 20. Amazing, ladies. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself back. Find your child's pose. Woo. Feel your heart rate slow. You can take a roll out for your wrists here if you need a little release. So good. Most definitely earned that stretch. Coming back up to a hands and knees position. You're gonna step your right foot forward. Reaching your left leg back, you can press into your lunge here. Find a little opening for your left hip flexor. Squeeze again through that left glute to open up your left hip. Big inhale. Big exhale, option to layer in your quadricep release. Reach around with either hand or both hands for your left ankle. Now in your quadricep release, I want you to stay at that bottom part of your quadricep just above your kneecap, ensuring you are not resting on top of your kneecap. Finding one more big breath in. Big breath out, gently release the ankle. Shift your weight back, extend through your front right leg, flexing through right foot. Hips stay square. Start to round yourself over right leg. Nod your chin in towards your chest. Begin to flex and point through that right ankle. Next one, hold on your flex. Find deep breath in. See if you can give yourself a little more space, finding that 70-75% range in your stretch. And then gently step the hands to the outside of your right foot, IT band release. Draw your left hip forward, your right hip back, staying square. Continue to flex through that right foot, finding that outside edge of your leg. Smooth release. Big breath in. Big breath out. Gently step your hands to the inside of your right foot. Sweep your right leg around. Left foot steps forward. Press back into your lunge, shifting forward. Squeezing your right glute, find opening for the right hip. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out, option to add back in your quadricep release if you did so on the first side, reaching around with either hand or both hands. Again, staying off of that kneecap. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. Release the ankle. Shift your weight back, extend through your front left leg. Keeping your left foot flexed, square your hips. Start to round your spine over your leg. Nod your chin in towards your chest. Begin to flex and point through your left ankle. Next one, hold on your flex. Find that one last release for hamstring and calf on this side. And then hands float to the outside of your left foot. Draw your right hip forward, your left hip back. Keeping hips square, finding that outside edge of your leg. Beautiful. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Step the palms back to the inside of your left foot. Swing your leg around. Coming into your cat-cow, start to articulate through your spine. Inhale and exhale. Whether you think of one vertebrae at a time, or maybe you spend a little more time trying to articulate through the tricky areas of your back, whether it's your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, finding extra space where needed. Gorgeous, ladies. Last two. Coming back to your neutral posture, finding a little bit of rotation. You're gonna tee out the left arm. You're gonna sweep the left arm underneath your right, resting your your left shoulder, left side of your face down. You can take a bind with that right arm. It can float up and around, reaching for your waist. Big inhale. Big exhale, gently transition to the other side. Right palm presses down. Left palm reaches. Right arm tees out, sweeps underneath. Right shoulder comes down, right side of your face. Option to take that bind on this side. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out, coming back to your palms. Press yourself back, settle into your child's pose. Finding your final resting spot here. Letting your bones feel heavy, feeling yourself melt into the mat. Feeling your heart rate continue to slow. If you need another release for your wrists, you can roll them out. If you need another release for triceps, you can flip your palms up towards your shoulder blades. I want to thank these beautiful ladies here for being my models. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this barre class, and I hope to catch you soon.